Race number 2 on Wednesday night is 1,650 metres. Once again, it's a class for the first leg of the first double trio. And HK Dragon is first up off 142 days. The blinkers are off. The visor goes on for the first time. Exuberant blinkers off. Scholarly King is a newcomer with the blinkers, and Tongue Tie On hasn't shown a great deal in his barrier trial. 6th Generation, the last start winner. Further down, you've got Charming Steed. Circuit Elite has the cheek pieces being reapplied. Happy Jai Jai from barrier 2 for Keith Young. The long-standing maiden Chater Pins having start number 36, and Cordyceps 1 back up to 1650 with the hood coming off. Where does the pace come from here, Nick?
Well, I think Circuit Elite, certainly one that's probably nailed on to go forward. Possibly good to slow sort of pace, so it might be he's for the taking perhaps. Peak to Peak may not be too far away. He's never won here in 13, but he might just be able to try and roll forward from an outside draw. Cordyceps 1's back up in trip, so that will suit him, and Happy Jai Jai has drawn 2. And last time out he was close to the pace when 7th behind Flying Silver. So I reckon that will be the first 4, and they'll jockey for positions in behind, Paul.
Yeah, that's right. I thought 6th Generation, although he's drawn wide, I think he can find a slot midfield there. Horses that get back, Robot Warrior is going to be under a ride early, and Noah, they're proud of that speed, Matt, wouldn't he? 2x2.
2x2, yes, he would be. Righto, we can hear from Jamie Richards. Ever since he inherited 6th Generation of Dennership, he's been very, very consistent, and he was the last start winner. He spoke to Nick at the track on Tuesday morning.
Jamie, 6th Generation was good in winning last time out. That win coming at Shartin. You brought him back to Happy Valley here to try and go back to back.
Yeah, there was just a little bit of well, our stable's sort of full of class 4 horses, and you're just trying to fit them in as best as you can and give them their chance. So he'd raced well at Happy Valley, over 1,000 and 1,200 metres. So we thought the step up to a mile, sort of 1,650 around the valley, would be a good stepping stone for him, and then maybe after this start he'd be ready to go a mile at Shartin. But he's come through his last run well. Unfortunately, he's drawn a bad gate there tomorrow night, but A course, hopefully he's good enough to overcome it.
Sylvester de Souza will take the ride. Obviously, he won on him last time out, so I guess if he can use that early speed to good effect, then he can certainly get himself into a good spot, perhaps.
Yeah, I haven't had a good look at the race yet. I'll do that tonight or tomorrow morning. But yeah, he needs luck from the bad gate, so it'll be up to Sylvester to sort of get the right path in the race for him. But he has shown when he's drawn a good gate that he can race handy, but he's also come from off the speed as well, so there's options there for him.
His runs, though, a couple of times he's run around Happy Valley have been pretty good in defeat, haven't they?
Yeah, they have, and hence why we were happy to go back there.
Sylvester rides here. He's got a pretty good record for you this season without too many rides, so it'd be nice to try and enhance that.
Yeah, Sylvester's been riding well. He's a good aggressive rider, and he understands the pace of the races here, and seems to be going well for the stable, so long may it continue.
Great to hear from Jamie Richards. He prepares the son of Per Encanto, 6th Generation. Righto, we move on and have a look at Exuberant now, and he's back in the field here, but he's also gone back to the trials, Nick, and this has been a good enough form reference. Of course, we've had Hoss come out of this, and also Prime Mortar again. Yeah,
he's doing a good job, isn't he? The latter mentioned there, Prime Mortar. No blinkers in that recent trial. He's obviously not going to wear them this time in. My concern was the trip. He's had one go course and distance, and he ran 9th a few starts ago now off a couple of pounds higher, Paul. So I was just wary with him. Yeah,
I was a bit the same. Look, in a big jump, 12 to 1650 for him, and so look, I've left him alone in this.
Righto, Chater Pins now, long-standing maiden coming into this poor Circuit Elite, but Chater Pins has been a good money spinner for his connections without winning.
Yeah, he's drawn nicely in barrier number 1. He always places, doesn't he? Well, not always, but he's a professional place getter from his 35 starts. He's had 5 seconds, 4 thirds and 6 fourths. So, look, he's hard to leave out in the place line.
Yeah, look, he is, and look, he usually turns up, runs his race. I mean, I don't know what his purchase price was, but he's won over $2 million in prize money without winning. So it would be great if he could break through, and he's certainly showing enough. One thing I did think with him is that Vincent Ho gets on quite well with him, actually.
Yeah, and he's riding here again for David Hayes from barrier number 1. HK Dragon, the final runner we look at. He's first up here. What do you think of his 2 trials, Nick? Visor goes on, blinkers are off. He's coming off a lame left 4. Yeah,
look, I haven't minded his trials. 4th in the most recent of them. He won one up at Chung Fa. I like the fact he goes well fresh. Now, he's had 143 days off games. He's weighing in at 1271 pounds, which is sort of in and around his ideal weight. He won off 1269. So I actually don't mind him here, Paul, at a bit of a price.
Yeah, I've included him. I agree. I think the 2 trials have been good. And look, he's never raced on the all-weather, so he was pushed a little bit towards the end. But with that fresh record, I've included him.
It does have a good fresh record. It does HK Dragon. Righto, Paul. A little bit of an open race here outside the favourite, who is 6th generation.
Yeah, I've gone with him though, 6th generation. Look, he was leading up to that win last time and he won so easily. He hasn't had much luck at Happy Valley before, so with a bit of luck I think he can win. Cordycep's won, I don't mind him. He comes in with a lightweight. He's up to 1650, which is the key. Now, has won off a rating of 41 and he's down to this rating of 40 from a low draw. I think he's the biggest danger. Chater Pins on a place line and HK Dragon with that fresh record, 5, 12, 11, 1.
Yeah, I've got the top weight here, HK Dragon. I think fresh might be the time to catch him, and I haven't minded his trials at all. So we'll put him on top at a decent enough price at this stage. Over 6th generation, who has got the wide draw. That was my slight concern, and he has got £9 more to carry than last time out, but he is in good form, and he has run well here, as Paul touched upon. Chater Pins goes in because that's what he does. He usually finishes in the frame more often than not, and I'm sure he'll give his running around here. And Happy Jai Jai, I was struggling for a 4th selection, but I thought he might just been the best of the rest. 1, 5, 11, 9.
That is a preview of race number 2. 6th generation looking to go back-to-back. He's the favourite for the 2nd of the night.